Alrighty, it's time. It's time. Power cubes on Arena. Let's crack a pack. Let's go. All right, hop into the first draft, and we will sense the preview event, I suppose. And I am beyond excited. Let's go to Larian Academy. Let's go, people joining the draft. How do you not want to click ready? Shameful, really. All right, well, that filled fast. So obviously I'm hoping to open Tutor Academy, but honestly, I'm just stoked that we're getting to do this on Arena. I can draft cube on my phone now. Oh yeah. I'll see you in a couple months. But I really am excited. I will say at the outset here, I'm still going to do team drafts on the server because the team aspect, the best of 3 aspect, though you can play best of 3 in Arena as well, though I prefer ranked. And just there's a lot that I like to use my cube. It's a little different than the Arena cube and all that, but this is going to be awesome, and I would really love to hear what people think, though. Can the 8th person get ready yet? This is agonizing. We're going to time out again? What in the world? All right. We're getting trolled here. Okay, it filled again. 3rd time's the charm or something. You got to be kidding me. I have to sit through this, so I guess you do too. But, I mean, I actually could pause here. I've been pausing as the draft queue fills, but all right, let's go. We finally got there. What do we got? First pack here. We've got... Could we get a refund? It's like the worst cube pack I've ever seen. Huh. There's not a single card here I'd feel okay first picking. Good beats, good beats. Okay. Fiery Islet, Elite Spellbinder. Wow, this actually, I bet if you looked at every pack, this is like 15 of like the bottom like 45 cards or something. I mean, maybe Elite Spellbinder and Fiery Islet are like a little better than that. Dothy Voidwalker, Dig Through Time, Yawgmoth, Chariot, Night's Whisper Stage. I'll just take Dig Through Time. I'm really unhappy about it, though. Okay, well, now there's a Flooded Strand at least. Elite Spellbinder would go into Guide of Souls. There's Cryptic, but I mean, crazy to take Cryptic over Flooded Strand. And Flooded Strand Dig is a nice combo. I think Flooded Strand is the best card in the pack, so I do like getting to take that. All right, and here, we've got a Thoughtseize, a Wasteland. Goblin's actually pretty good, so... This is Harry Osborne, I think. 2 mana, 1/1 unblockable, and it connives when it hits them, so it becomes a pretty big threat. And then you can also transform into Fleam. 3/3 Flying Menace keeps the counters if you've connived, and it makes your cards in your graveyard have mayhem and less to cast. But I kind of think I'll just take Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is just way too good. Wasteland is good too, but Thoughtseize, Flooded Strand Dig, nice little start to blue-black. There's also a Fallen Shinobi here. Maybe that comes back around. You never know. And then here, Prismatic Vista, I'll take another fetch, which helps to cast Thoughtseize and Dig over Mother of Runes and Giver of Runes, both combo pack. There's also a Creeping Tar Pit here, which could come back. Channel's not really something I'm looking for right there. Oh, here, I think it's an easy Toxic Deluge. Oh, 5th pick Wooded Foothills. I suspect fetch lands on Arena are going to go a little later than they do in the draft server. Yeah, I'm going to take Toxic Deluge here. This just looks like a good start to blue-black control. I don't think taking Gristlebrand here makes sense. I do like Mishra's Bauble, but I think this is a good Deluge spot. And then here, there's a Brain Freeze? My experience drafting on the Magic Online leagues is that the Brain Freeze Breach combo is pretty underdrafted. I think I'll take that. There's also Multiversal Passage, which is a pretty strong land, but you know what? Let's spec on Brain Freeze. Doesn't actually work that well with Dig, because if you end up with Underworld Breach, then you don't usually want to play Dig Through Time all that often, but I'm willing to spec here over I already have 2 pretty good lands in the first 5 cards, so I think specking on Brain Freeze seems pretty reasonable to me. Whoa, this is a pretty strong pack too. There's a Teferi Time Raveler, a Malevolent Rumble, a Soul Guide Lantern, Raugrin Triumph, Fabled Passage. These are all pretty plausible, and a late Stoneforge Mystic. I think I'm going to take Teferi because I have first of all, Flooded Strand's nice with Teferi, and I just have a good start to Esper. Oh, wow. 8th pick Lightning Bolt? Oh, I should just take Oust. There's also Gloomlake Verge, but I think if I take Oust... There's also Plateau. These are... Because Plateau's interesting with Strand. It could be like 4-color control. Maybe ignore the Brain Freeze. But you know what? I think I'm just going to take the Oust. I have a good start for Esper. Fiery Islet's still here. That's funny. I'll take Night's Whisper now over Fiery Islet. And at this point, I think the Brain Freeze... I'm putting my sideboard for the moment... looks like I just have a good start to Esper Control, which I mean, these are all cards work really nicely with Dig. Witch Enchanter, I guess. There's also Unholy Heat. I do have Prismatic Vista. Unholy Heat is a lot better. Let's just take Unholy Heat. if the lands are going late, then I could definitely end up on some kind of 4-color control. And maybe I have Breach as a finisher. Who knows? Oh, Fallen Shinobi and Narset and Gobin all came back. I don't look like the best Fallen Shinobi deck or Gobin deck. I don't like having... Like, if I put Gobin in my deck, I'd have one creature so far. I think I just take Narset. I have all spells. And then here, I don't really want Botanical Sanctum. I'll take Dreams of Steel and All, though I don't think that card's very good. I guess I'll take Gristlebrand here. I don't know what's up with that. And sure, Underground Mortuary doesn't seem too likely. Same with the Willow Rush Verge. All right. What do we got here? Wow, I have really not opened good packs. I mean, there's a Pest Infestation. There's a Wrath of God. Manamorphose. I could just take Pyrogoyf. I don't mind having this as one of my few creatures because it's just going to eat something when you play it. And I think it's the strongest card here. Pest Infestation's pretty good too, but I already have a start to these colors, so let's just do that. And then here, I do like Echo of Eons with Narset. I don't have any discard outlets right now. There's also Savai Triumph, Iteration, and Demonic Tutor. So I'm going to take Demonic Tutor. It's a bit of a spec in the sense that Demonic Tutor for Underworld Breach is worth playing Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor for any of these cards isn't all that great, but I feel like we could definitely end up in the Breach combo. Oh, here, I got to take Bloodstained Mire. I do like Miscalc. A counterspell would be nice. I don't have any, but Bloodstained Mire when I've got certainly an Esper start. Well, I have 2 blue cards, 4 black cards, 2 red cards, 2 white cards. Well, one white/blue card. But anyways, Bloodstained Mire just looks really good here. Okay. Yeah, this looks like 4-color control with an out to being Brain Freeze combo. I also have a Gristlebrand and I guess a Mortuary. I could technically be 5 colors, though I would prefer not to if I can avoid it. In here, ooh, a probe. And I gotta just say, how cool is it that like Grim Monolith, Memory Jar, Probe, these are all in Arena. This is really sweet. Not a Grim Monolith deck. I have, 1 card that's good with Monolith, maybe 2, but casting Dig off Monolith isn't even that good. Probe looks great. It's great with Dig. It's great at growing Pyrogoyf, letting you know when the Thoughtseize time is ripe. And if I do get that Underworld Breach, which I very well could end up looking pretty nice here. And then here, this is tricky because there's Blood Crypt and Tundra. They're both pretty nice. Though I guess they're exactly line up with these fetches, so they don't do that much. There's Preordained Shielder's Edict. There's also Force of Negation. I did pick up a Probe. I have a Thoughtseize. I think I will take Force. I just think Force is really good. And I think that's decent. Oh, wow. 6-pick Flash. I have Gristlebrand, though. That's not the best Flash card. There's also Spell Pierce and Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Spell Pierce. I don't think I want to try to make Flash work at this point. Verdant's okay, but I don't have any duels that go with it, so it wouldn't be like that amazing. And I don't mind picking up blue cards for Force Negation. Plus, I just think Spell Pierce is an excellent card. I still need some more fixing, though. What? Booster Tutor 7th pick? First of all, this card is busted. It's so good. I'm definitely going to take it, though. Passing Sacred Foundry is a little sad with it's good with both those fetches. I wouldn't take Subtlety here over Sacred Foundry, but I'm going to take Booster Tutor. It's a 1-mana cantrip that lets you look at 15 cards. Granted, they're just random cards out of a pack. They're not out of your deck, but like, it's also really fun. So I'm really surprised that it's 7th pick here, but it looks great in this deck. I mean, it's like a super powered up Preordained. You cast this, pretty good chance you can hit a land. Ooh, unless there's an Underworld Breach under there, I'm going to take Steam Vents. Steam Vents works really nicely with both Mire and Strand. It's a perfect duel to pick up. Sorry, Bobble. Sorry, Wishclaw. But yeah, I mean, look, you'll be able to get a land if you want it almost all the time. You'll be able to find expensive spells, cheap spells. You don't have to have the mana for spells, but I'm also 4 colors, which is great. Oh, there's also a Pest Infestation here, but you know what? I think I'm going to take Manamorphose. If I do end up on the Breach deck, Manamorphose is great, and I think Pest Infestation could be good. Iteration and Savai Triumph here. I've got to take Savai Triumph. I think that it's really nice with these 2 fetches. And I like Iteration, but I have Night's Whisper, Booster Tutor. Like, these are similar cards. All right, well, Leyline of Binding would have also been nice, but... And then here, I think I just take Lingering Souls. Floodfern Verge is okay, but the Verges aren't amazing, and even without a lot of creatures in my deck, I think Lingering Souls will be good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to spec here. I'm going to take Staff of the Storyteller. If I get another token-making card or 2, I'll play that. Oh, wow. Late Emperor Bones. But it's okay. I'll take Blood Crypt. All right, my mana's worked out a lot better now. Do I want this Overgrown Tomb, no, I'll take Harvester. Though maybe I shouldn't have taken that because I'm probably not going to play it. All right, what do we got? All right, there's an actual good pack. Mana Drain, Mystic Confluence, Broadside Bombardiers, Fractured Identity. So when it rains, it pours. I think I'm just going to take Mana Drain. Mana Drain's really nice. I don't have like tons of ways to use the mana, but honestly, DT and Booster Tutor can find me expensive cards. I have Pyrogoyf, Dig Through Time. I just think Mana Drain is fantastic. And a bunch of green lands. So actually not a whole lot I'll get back, though I might play an Oculus if I get it, because I don't have the whole Breach thing. Okay, now there's Time Twister, Quantum Riddler, Mana Leak, and Lotus Petal. If I had the Underworld Breach, I would take Petal to fill out the Brain Freeze combo. Unfortunately, I don't think that's a good idea because Petal's also kind of bad in my deck otherwise. I like Riddler. I like Time Twister with Narset, and I guess I do have a Demonic Tutor. Or I think I should just take Mana Leak. I think Mana Leak is just going to be excellent in this deck. This just looks like a control deck. I think the Manamorphose I can just cut for the moment, though. And here, all right, now I'll just take Windswept Teeth. It gets Savai Triumph, and hopefully I'll get another land for it. And then the fourth fetch means that I can, if that Oculus wheels, I can play it. Not a Mystical Tutor deck. Parallax Wave is good, but I don't really want a double white card if I can avoid it. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria would be an excellent wheel if that happened. And then here, well, I do like Fire Covenant. I already have the Toxic Deluge. They don't stack very well, but Fire Covenant's a busted card. And, you know, Days and Treasure Cruise are both decent. Maybe one of those comes back. If they don't, it's not a big deal. And here, there's Frantic Search. Man, if I get Breach after I passed all the other parts, that's going to be unfortunate, but I just can't spec on these. And Frantic Search is not going to be good in my deck. I kind of want to just take Dak. I don't have a way to kill artifacts, and Dak is really good at discarding Lingering Souls, filling the graveyard for Dig. If I get Cruise or Oculus back, I'll be really happy. All right, and here, Lurrus. I have what? Dak, Teferi, Pyrogoyf. Yeah, it's probably too much. I do like Consult the Star Charts. I also like Shadowy Backstreet or Godless Shrine. I already have one tapped white black land. Giving another Windswept Teeth another land to get is okay. Let's just take Consult, though. I think Consult the Star Charts is going to be pretty good. And now, Murderous Cut could be my second Delve card. It's that or take, like, Consider a Sleight of Hand. I'm not going to take Ghostfire Slice, Mana Tithe, any of those things. How am I winning these games? I guess I don't actually have much of a win condition right now. I have a Pyrogoyf. Let's take Consider, and I guess I'll try to pick up a way to win. There's Vindicate here. There's Sneak Attack. I could put in Sneak Gristlebrand. That would be kind of funny. There's also K-Command. I kind of think I just take K-Command and looping Pyrogoyfs will be a part of it. Oh, Mystic Confluence came back? Okay. That's a pretty big game. Oh, Rafine's Tower also looks pretty nice. I don't think I need the Sunfall that much. And here, I could play Beza. Beza is also a card. I don't think Overlord of the Boiler Bilges is going to do much for me. And I didn't wheel Cruise or anything. I mean, I'm not going to play Takenuma, I don't think. Okay, so did I actually end up with not much of a way to win? Yeah, I did, but that's okay. Booster Tutor is going to be my win condition. And getting Pyrogoyf back with K-Command. It says 32, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 16 lands. I can probably even cut the Beza. Oh, Colonnade. That's a win condition. There's also a Jace, but I don't want to try to do all that. This deck I actually think is pretty nice. It would have been nice to get the Brain Freeze going. Oh, and Shadow of Backstreet came back? Nice. Picking up Rafine's Tower for Windswept Teeth was huge. Windswept Teeth gets me all my colors now. Granted, tapped, but I probably don't need a second cantrip. Unable to finish draft? What is going on here? Yeah, I'll leave. And let's see. Unable to start draft? Arena, you're losing it. All right, I had to restart Arena, but we got there. All right, Gristlebrand out. Beza out. I mean, I actually could also try to win off Brain Freeze, but I really don't think I need to do all that. Sleight of Hand out. Manamorphose out. Woestrider out. Harvester out. So, and Soul Cauldron out. And then this leaves me with 1, 2, 3... Underground Mortuary and Willow-Rush Verge are out. Put on an island and probably put another swamp is my guess. Okay, so 1, Wait, hold on. How many lands is this now? This is 18 land now? Oh, okay. Maybe I just do want the one swamp then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. Okay, that is certainly plenty, but I can't really go to the one less basic. I don't want to, at least because of the Vista. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Okay, I kind of wish I had one less white and one more red, but there's not really a way to do that and leave the basics, and I don't really want to play another land. I also have Consider and Probe. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how this goes, I think. I think this deck is pretty good. It'll depend a bit on the matchups. I'm really glad I took the Force and Negation. I'm a little weak against combo. I just have Force and Thoughtseize and Mystic Confluence, but I feel like against creatures I'll do pretty well. Actually, this hand's, well, no blue yet, but I can cast my one blue card. Oh, Lutri. What are we doing? Because I have Force of Negation here, so I can pitch this Spell Pierce most likely. And then I can go turn 2, Night's Whisper. Turn 3, maybe Deluge, though if they let on Island, that's a little less likely. Okay, Island, tank, go. Fair enough. And now Ether Spellbomb, yeah. I feel like they have Spell Pierce in their hand. Prismatic Vista was a really nice draw. Let's just wait a turn, because if I Night's Whisper here, I have to discard, and now I can keep up Mana Leak and Spell Pierce for this turn, and then next turn, if they continue doing nothing, I can Night's Whisper with Spell Pierce up. And hope that that works out. Don't want to sack the Vista because I actually wouldn't mind drawing islands here. Though actually, if I'm drawing lands, I can just chill because I again think it's pretty bad if I Night's Whisper and then discard. The one thing that is worse is these cards get worse as time goes on. But let's Mana Leak that. They're going to Spell Pierce me, I feel like. Yeah, that's what I thought. And get another island. Spell Pierce, here, Spell Pierce. They went for it. Did not work great for them. And then now I'm going to land Narset, I think, while the way is clear. It does keep Force of Negation down, but it used my mana nicely. And if I find a blue card off it, I'd still have Force up. Oh. See, this is where Demonic Tutor I don't think is like amazing. I'd rather just cast the Narset here. If I can find Thoughtseize off Narset, it'd be nice. Oh, I missed on Narset? That is brutal. This deck does not have very many misses. Pyrogoyf is my only creature? All right. Fair enough, I guess. They got the way is clear for them to do something. Oh, don't crack that spell to draw a card right now. Come on, don't do it. I see them considering it. I'm asking you not to do that. But it wouldn't surprise me if that did happen, I suppose. We are on Magic Arena. All right, they're tanking. I still feel pretty good about this, especially if they do crack that spell. I knew it. Bro, at least the Narset glows red. On Magic Online, they would just have no feedback. Yeah. And, all right, now we're kind of even off the Narset missing. Oh, then Burst Lightning, no kicker on the Narset. All right, well, oh, here we go. Let's fire off Booster Tutor first. Let's go. All right, Entomb, Miscalc, Snuff Out, Spellbomb, another Force Negation, Mana Crypt, Sundering Titan. Oh, I think I just take Snapcaster Mage because I can Booster Tutor again. I don't really need anything else here. I certainly don't want Mana Crypt. All right, and pass the turn with Night's Whisper up and Snap Booster Tutor. And, so not Night's Whisper, Force Negation up. I am missing a land drop here, but I think that's okay. My curve isn't super high. Trinket Mage for Mox Diamond. Okay, it's a tough way to go about it, but sure. And then they're going to pass, and then just make sure I do it right. Snapcaster Mage, Booster Tutor. Booster Tutor, let's go. Yawgmoth's Will, Daze, Coalition Relic, Abrade, Croxa, Thundertrap Trainer, Stoneforge Mystic. Leyline Binding is also a pretty nice card, but this actually looks like a pretty good spot for Kroxa. I don't have the mana yet, but I'll get there. Kroxa, and then let's cast Night's Whisper first here. Okay, I drew a land. Oh, nice. And then I can go Little Teferi and plus it, I think. And then pass the turn. If they kill my Snapcaster and attack, I'm just not that worried. And then, like, they'll hit Teferi to 3 or kill Narset. And then I'm setting up. I don't have a Force up, but their last couple turns have just been kind of weak. So maybe I'll regret that. I mean, we'll see. Mox discarding Spire Bluff. Okay. Like, if they sneak attack me here, then I'll feel kind of dumb. All right, well, they put Lutri into hand, so that is really not that scary. All right. This works out pretty nicely because I'm going to K command. Okay, I'm going to keep Probe, I think, because... Or actually, hold on. Let me just bounce the Mox Diamond. Just punishing them at all turns, really. We're up a lot of cards now. Into a Flooded Strand, very nice land. I actually kind of don't want to Kroxa yet because I don't want them to discard the Mox Diamond. I can get back Snapcaster with K command and Snapcaster Spell Pierce. Demonic Tutor. Let's just chill. I don't know. It feels like we're not really missing out on much. They can't even use Lutri because of Teferi's passive, so it's not. There's no window for them to cast a spell then cast Lutri. If they don't do anything, I'll crack this. I can't get red. No, I could get red, but I think I just get Shadowy Backstreet. Do a little surveilling. Oh yeah, Unholy Heat I can bin. All right, that's fine. Get back Snap. They discard a card. They can discard their Mox Diamond now if they want. I assume they're going to. Though who knows? Maybe they have a reason to keep it. Nope, they do not. All right, and I'm not going to just fire off Snappy here. Let's go Kroxa. Eat a card, and I just need a red mana or a black mana. And I can get Kroxa going here. They discarded Echo of Eons. Oh, I have a Narset out. I see. And land. And I think cast DT. I don't even really need to get mana here. I can get kind of get whatever I want. So I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of mana that I can do those. I can get dig or consult the star charts. Getting DTing for consult is really something. Honestly, I'm just gonna get mana drain, whatever. Pass the turn, and at some point I'll get back Kroxa. See, look, Booster Tutor's a win condition. I kind of feel like I could do whatever at this point and be mostly fine, but we'll see. Playing red-blue artifacts of sorts, but I haven't seen tons of artifacts at this point. I just feel like, given that I have a Teferi that's ticking up, a Kroxa, Snapcaster, all this, I feel like Force Negation, I just kind of have my bases covered. Sink into Stupor, targeting Narset. Yeah, you got it. Oh, into LED? Okay. And now they're going to Echo of Eons? All right, fair enough. Hey, look, you got to make some moves. The Sink into Stupor LED Echo plan, I think, is totally reasonable. One thing I actually do need to watch out for is now that I've seen LED Echo, if they have Brain Freeze, then it's going to be a problem. I'm going to counter the Echo. Just because I could actually lose to just like a random Brain Freeze. I have 17 cards in my deck, like 3 or 4 spell Brain Freeze. Oh, that's actually really nice. Let's pay 2 life. Let's bring back Kroxa, exiling land, Night's Whisper land, and Spell Pierce, or Mana Leak's probably worse. And land, and sure, Unholy Heat. And they lose 3 life. And I just have a counter spell up. I don't even really need to play Narset here. And they just have to play their cards. All right, I'm going to cast Probe, end of turn, spending the mana. Robber of the Rich. All right, yeah, they're done. All right. Got round one. Deck worked out kind of nicely. Ranking up nicely. All right. Time for round two. Battling against Vorniclax. Well, Vorinclex, but I like calling it the other one. Yeah. All right. So this is a potential booster tutor for a land sort of deal. This hand's a little slow. I think I keep it because I can potentially booster tutor. Like if they open on an aggressive start, maybe booster tutor. Oh, okay. Fast bond. See what they got. Fast bond is a little dangerous for sure. Oh, nothing. And then I can play swamp. Honestly, I have enough untapped lands to get, like I can get Steam Vents Plains or something. I kind of want to just have booster tutor up on turn one. If I didn't draw swamp, I was going to play Mire and Crack for a tri-land, which ultimately I might want to do, but I can do that on turn two. This gives me max flexibility because I'll see what they're doing. Honestly, I could try to booster tutor to find Force of Will or Force of Negation if I really needed to. The fact that the card is an instant is pretty sick. Grief. I think it's worth booster tutoring in response because they're going to take it anyways. Oh, now I can just get Strip Mine if I wanted. Oh, I could have booster tutored turn one for Pearl. Yeah, I guess getting a Mox is something, but you know what? I think I'm just going to take Strip Mine here. The Grief pitching Fatal Push. If I knew I was hitting a Mox, obviously I'd do it turn one and play the Mox, but I mean, I think waiting to see what they do is way better. What if they just went land Time Twister? And then I had to booster tutor and try to find a force, which obviously I wouldn't. Or they played a really good creature and I needed a booster tutor to find a removal spell. I think getting Strip Mine off that was great though, because now I've got 3 3-drops in hand and a 5-drop. I don't care which one they take. They're all the same. If I had gotten a Pearl, they would have just taken the Pearl. So no good. All right. What else you got? If they don't do anything else, I'm going to Strip Mine that forest. Like if they don't play a land or play any spells, which they could do. I don't know. They did pitch Grief, so they're not going land, cast Grief. Oh, DTing. Okay. That's a strong play. If they have like Lotus Wheel or Time Twister or LED Echo, something like a draw 7, that's really how you make the best use of Fast Bond. If they DT and say go, I'll Strip Mine their forest. If they DT and play a land, I might Strip Mine their land. I think taking a turn off to Strip Mine is better because I don't have any plays on turn 2 otherwise. And they're pretty low resources now. They pitched a card to Grief and they played Fast Bond. They do have Fast Bond out, so they don't have to play a land here. Oh, yeah, I now Strip Mine the Hedge Maze, I think. All right, they bin the Swamp. They're debating playing another land. All right. Well, seems like it'd be crazy not to do that. Was hoping to draw Thoughtseize or Force of Negation more than anything else. Hopefully they just have more discard. Overlord of the Balemerc. Okay. Mill Entomb. So they're like a black-green lands reanimate deck? Sure. They can pick Courser up. That's pretty good. Courser with Fast Bond. Oh, they got Grief. Oh, because they don't have a green source. Let's just play the Mire, pass the turn. I think I get Rafine's Tower with this one. Oh, they don't have the land. All right. Fast Bond being terrible once more. It's a dangerous card. It leads to some busted stuff, but honestly, it bricks a lot. Let's just go, I think, Narset. And because that stops potential draw 7s, and I don't think I need to use it right now. I'll oust that Overlord at some point. If they draw a land or a black spell, they can Grief me. I thought the Planeswalker that put me up cards is better than the Looting one, because if I play the Looting one and then they Grief me, it just does not work out great. All right. Oh, Probe? Yeah, let's do that. Pay the life, because I don't know what I'm going to use my mana for. What you got? Show me what you're working with. Okay, their hand is Grief, Terra Sunder, Keenhead, Curator, Drave Titan. Okay. It's a rule of thumb that the first time someone cubes, they always draft that deck. Here, I'll take Deluge, or sorry, Heat, because I don't think Deluge is going to do that much. And let's go Shadowy Backstreet. Oh, bin of Lingering Souls. Seems nice. And deck. And if I plus, they have to draw a card, then discard 2 cards. And their hand is pretty good. But then they would discard Grave Titan. I don't really want to draw them into a land. So I think I'm going to target myself. Discard Savai Triome and Oust. And pass the turn. And if they draw a land, they can do something. Booster Tutor for Strip Mine won me this game. I mean, I guess I haven't won yet, but I think I'm going to win this game. Corsi Revenant. Okay. So right now I have sorceries, land, and instants in my graveyard. All right, for Unholy Heat. Start by minusing Narset here. Oh yeah, Teferi Time Raveler, that is money. All right, so now let's go Dak, target you. They draw 1 card and discard 2, and then I get to Thoughtseize them after, and Teferi. I don't want a Teferi bounce this first, because I don't want them to discard the Revenant. Discarded those 2, all right. Thoughtseize you. Oh, actually, I didn't need to Thoughtseize right there, that's funny. I'll take the Grief. Because I could have... Oh, no, I was going to minus Teferi. Never mind. I did need to Thoughtseize there. All right, and then bounce the Revenant. Draw and play Prismatic Vista, which I'll use for Consider here. I do have to deal with the Overlord of the Baelmerk now, but I feel like I can do that. I also have Mystic Confluence. I can just bounce their creatures. Because I'm going to keep Narset Dacking them. Get them low on resources. Okay, Revenant. Let's get Island. Let's cast Consider. Kind of don't think I want Force of Negation. They have all creatures here. Draw. Overlord comes to play. Let's start by plussing to Fairy. And then I'm going to plus Dak on them. And I think I will want a Mystic Confluence. One thing I didn't think of is Unholy Heat's going to get to 3 out of 4 a lot in this deck. I don't have a lot of creatures. I guess Booster Tutor and Pyrogoyf are my outs for creatures. Otherwise, I'll hit the other 3. Oh, and Planeswalker. All right, I just need one of my 4 Planeswalkers or 3 Planeswalkers to die. Fast Bond was unbelievably bad this game. I mean, it's good with Courser, but like, it just cost them a card, and if it had been any spell or land, it would have been a lot better. Because it didn't give them a speed boost at all. So that is the downside of Fastbond. I've had a lot of good Fastbond decks and a lot of bad Fastbond decks. Okay, you get to keep one card, so choose wisely. I mean, I have a Lingering Souls as well, but I just don't really want them to attack with Overlord. It doesn't seem like a good thing for me. Discard Grave Titan. Frantic Search, I see. Land. Oh, nice. This is a pretty cool interface. Boing, boing. Draw. And pass the turn. I've used all my Planeswalkers. Nice. Nice. All right. What you got? A Brain Freeze would always kill me. I could play Brain Freeze in this deck, but I don't think I'm going to have a hard time closing out this game. If I draw a Pyrogoyf, I win the game in 3 turns or whatever. If I draw Snapcaster Mage, I'll Booster Tutor for a threat. Honestly, Booster Tutor is a win condition. This is a good way to kick off our Powered Cube career here in Ranked. I am curious, though, for those who are listening right now and watching, if you want me to try Best of 3. I probably will try some Best of 3, but ranking up is pretty nice. I don't know. I like getting to Mythic. It's fun. And Best of 1 is nice. There's upsides and downsides. Best of 1 is nice because you play against a lot of different decks, which is cool. I would rather play against a different deck than play against these 2 decks for more games, But Best of 3 has some cool stuff to it as well and gives you the sideboarding aspect. My general recommendation is to not put cards like Corsi Revenant in your deck. Oh, okay. That was a really good draw. All right. I've got to do something here. Though. What's unfortunate is I can ult Dak and then Oh, that's a really weird order. What if you flip over a Gristlebrand or something? Oh, they had a Ice-Steel Explorer. They probably have Strip Mine in there somewhere. Maybe. I can ult Dak and then Unholy Heat the Grave Titan, but now then the Grave Titan will actually die to it. So let's see what I draw here. Pyrogoyf is a 6/7. Okay. Plus Teferi, because I'm going to do that anyways. I don't have double red. I have Lingering Souls. I mean, how much do I care about a Keen-Eyed Curator chillin'? I could dig through time first. I could dig Pyrogoyf, but then I can't Lingering Souls, and it feels like using Lingering Souls would be pretty nice. And this puts a flying Death Touch lifelink counter on something. Maybe I don't want to DAC them. I could DAC myself. I could ult the DAC. Finding another red source would be really nice, though. I think I just DAC myself here. All right, I did find a red source. Nice. Discard Spell Pierce. Discard Knight's Whisper, I think. Pay 2 life. Because now I go Pyrogoyf. Kill the Grave Titan. Lingering Souls. And then now I have Unholy Heat up, which doesn't actually go big, but oh, I've got some moves. It is nice that I can... I mean, they can make this a 7/7 and then eat a bunch of my graveyard, but again, I kind of want, as long as Booster Tutor and K Commander in there, I'm pretty happy. But even if they do, they have to spend 4 mana, make it a 7/7. All right. Oh, no, they only have to spend 3 mana because the Courser is double typed. And part of the reason I didn't DAC them is I didn't want them to discard this and then put it on the Keen-Eyed Curator. But my plan next turn is to minus DAC down to 1, Unholy Heat, steal the Curator. And that should be good. Wishclaw, all right. And one more. Oh, it's also shrinking the Pyrogoyf at the very same time. Can they shrink it anymore, though? Instant sorcery, land, creature. Oh, they have 1 artifact in the graveyard, so I guess they can still eat 1 artifact. Make it a 4/5. But I don't think they can make it any smaller because now there's... Well, actually, there's 2 creatures left. Technically, they could eat both creatures. No, there's 3 creatures left. Okay. So what I might do is triple block. That'll be a 7/7. I mean, we'll see what if they attack with their tokens. I also, if I want, I can Unholy Heat one of the tokens because I can find Snapcaster next turn with these cards. Okay, they eat the Grave Titan. That doesn't accomplish very much. Oh, never mind. They're going to Dark Ritual. I see. Okay. They also only have 13 cards in their deck. If I bounce the Overworld, they might not be able to do it again. Eating Mystic Confluence. And then now what they should do is eat their 2 creatures. And that'd be a 3/4. All right. They do Reanimate and Dark Ritual back-to-back turns, but I still don't actually think that we're in that bad a shape. I guess if they attack Dak with everything, but then I can still just... They're going to be tapped out of Curator, and I can Snapcaster, Oust, or Booster Tutor or something. All right. And they might not even kill the Dak. Oh, maybe they will. Okay, so this attacks Dak, this attacks Narset, and this attacks Teferi. I don't care about Narset dying, and I don't care about Teferi going to 1. Let's do this. Because now Dak is going to die, or Dak's going to go to 6. All these die. I had the opportunity for a really cool play, but now it won't actually matter, which was ult Dak, cast Unholy Heat on the Curator, steal the Curator, then grow it before Unholy Heat resolves. Now I think I'm just going to ult Dak. Unholy Heat the Curator. Plus Teferi. Play a land, and I guess I'll dig. I mean, I could have done this first, but whatever. Dig. Let's get rid of Mire. Triome. Thoughtseize land. Consider Night's Whisper. And pick up Mana Drain and I guess Toxic Deluge, and then put these back in the order of Colonnade Covenant. All right. And then pass. So now my guy's back up to a 7/7. They can attack Teferi. Corsi Revenant, which I guess is kind of annoying. I think I'll just let them attack the Teferi. I could save Teferi by casting Deluge now, but I think I'll just go to 8 here. And then I assume they're going to play the Revenant. And then Overlord ticks down. And the end of turn, because I have Teferi active still, Deluge for 3. And then let's eat the Corsi Revenant. And I guess Demonic Tutor or something. I don't know. Whatever. And then now I'll just kill them with... all right. It took a little time, but we got there, and now they're dead. I just have 2 counter spells in hand. They have no cards in hand. Or they have 1 card in hand, I guess. And so now they have 2, and their Overlord is not quite going to get there. Oof. All right. Long games, but I mean, that's kind of how this deck is built. So let's go. All right. Time for round 3. Playing as Grist here. Karn remains undeterred. Opponent goes first. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. I can't get red and blue off Windswept Teeth. It's not that powerful. Oh, Sunbaked Canyon Guide of Souls, huh? Okay, let's go Windswept Teeth because I'm going to probably get Savai Triumph because getting red is more important. I mean, I could Unholy Heat. There's a good chance I'm just going to Fire Covenant, though. We'll see what they do. They got to have all spells, right? I mean, that's their only white source. They could have other red sources. Savai Triumph. Dig through time. Yeah, Prismatic Vista is fine because that's a second blue for Force and Dig, and puts a card in the graveyard even. It's kind of a nice way to get my blue mana. See what you got. If they don't do anything, my plan is just to play Lingering Souls, and because Fire Covenant can still eat all their stuff later, even if I take a hit or two. If they play something here, which it looks like they're going to, oh, well. If they play a Gut here, then I'm going to Unholy Heat the Gut. I don't think I want their Guide of Souls to turn into a 4/1. There'll still be, the Fire Covenant will still be good. I'm getting a blue with this, I think, no matter what, so I might as well do it now because I don't really want to draw another island. Fire off a Lingering Souls, which, by the way, is pretty good against Gut. Each half of Lingering Souls trades for a skeleton. If they're just on no plays. A no play handy over here. I could Pyrogoyf. I kind of just want to chill. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I can't quite cast Dig. I think casting Pyrogoyf is a bit of a waste because they got a Sacred Foundry tapped. So what is in their hand? Are they going to crack Sunbaked Canyon? No, they're cycling around. So they kept a hand that both had a lot of lands, but this was their only untapped white, it seems. It might have been like Gut, Guide of Souls, and some spells. All right. I'm just really not in a hurry here. So I'm going to Lingering Souls here. Keep up Force of Negation. Now I will attack for 2. I mean, if my Boros opponent just never plays a spell, then yeah, I'm probably going to be fine. And I had to keep it up Force this way. I don't know if Fire Covenant up, but I think I'll be fine to not have it up for a turn. Ocelot Pride, sure. Okay, yeah, I mean, they have some good... These are all... The 3 spells they've played are all very good red-white cards, so it seems like their draw might just be bad. And then next turn, I can cast Dig, I can cast Covenant, I can cast Covenant with Force backup. I just feel like I'm not really under much pressure. All right, they gained a life. They got a thing. Do I need to play Meyer? Let's see. Yes, I do. I do actually need to play Meyer. I'm gonna send. I'm not gonna let them attack here. Or I'm gonna let them attack and use their energy, but I'm not gonna let them get a hit in here. So they pay the 3 energy. Target Ocelot Pride. Guess I'll just get a mountain. No, I'm at 15. Actually, I'm going to get Steam Vents, pay 2 life. And Fire Covenant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I have Force of Negation here, so there's not too much they can do to stop that. Reprieve. Yeah, I will force the reprieve. I don't really want to pay a bunch of life. If they mana tithe me here, it would be such a beating if they had reprieve plus mana tithe. Luckily, they did not. All right. And then now, at best, they play a creature and I Pyrogoyf it and I have Dig Through Time up. So all graveyards. So their graveyard is already making it big. Oh. Okay. That makes paying 2 life on the Steam Vents a little bit less appealing, for sure. Okay, mana leak. Never mind. Crisis averted. Let's just pass. They can bring back Flage, and I'll mana leak it. I mean, I was going to be able to dig looking for a counter anyway, but obviously I found the counter right away, so that's perfect. And I'll be able to dig by cast tapping a bunch of mana. Okay. Mana leak you, and then I'm just going to exile 3 cards for my Dig Through Time. It's not bad. Oh, they have a removal spell. They're thinking about killing a Lingering Souls token. Nice. Let's exile Meyer. 2 lands and probably a Fire Covenant. I really don't see a world where I play that one again, I don't think. Do I want to cast some bolts? All right, I'll take Mana Drain and Mystic Confluence. Attack down to 8. And I don't have Drain plus Confluence up right now, so let's just Pyrogoyf, leave up Drain, and just present lethal now. And they're not very close to flaging again. All right. I mean, their draw was pretty slow, but honestly, if it was faster, it just would have made the Fire Covenant better. Like, imagine if they, because I Unholy Heated the Gut. Imagine if I played 2 more creatures on the next turn, I would just Fire Covenant. Bolt me down to 3. Okay. I mean, paying 2 life on the Steam Vents did mean I could cast Dig and Mana Leak on the same turn. Like, it wasn't for no reason, but it did end up putting me in single burn range here, though. I just Mana Drain the Fury, and that should do it. Yoink. And all this drain mana that I don't need. All right, 3-0. Nice start here in the Powered Cube. Boom. All right. Battle against Lolth? Something? I don't know. It's a 2-lander on the draw, where really any land pretty much lets me cast something. A black or a white land is all I need to have I think a very good hand. If this was a Godless Shrine, this hand would be great. Should I mulligan this? Well, that's not the question you need to ask. The question you need to ask is, will I mulligan this? I'm thinking this hand probably has what it takes. Look, I'm a Savai Triumph away from perfection. So, oh, they're mulling? Yeah, well, in that case, I can afford to keep a bad hand. Actually, that mulling probably pushes you a little more towards mulling yourself, because they're more likely to have a bad hand and you just want to make sure you don't misfire. But, oh, what's that? What's that, haters and doubters? A Bloodstained Mire off the top? Let's go. That Savai Triumph is waiting for me. And what you got? You gonna cast an instant? Simeon Spirit Guide to Shauna's Tidebinder. So if I try, I'm looking perfect. Oh, into Shadowy Backstreet. Okay, I can't Narset next turn, but this does let me still cast Booster Tutor end of their turn. Actually, don't need a Plains. Why would I need a Plains? I have drawn the perfect lance. See what they got. Malcolm or something? Yeah, Malcolm's good. Ooh, with Caracas up. Into Teferi. Well, Booster Tutor in response. Okay. Dress Down, Tribal Flames, Green Sun Zenith, Mystical Tutor, Lightning Helix, Staff of the Storyteller. Liliana of the Veil is kind of nice, and I do have double black. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with Lily. There's also Grist, but Liliana seems... Killing Malcolm is nice. And, like, I could have taken Tribal Flames to kill Teferi, but that doesn't really seem that great. Are they going to minus Teferi on their Malcolm? I'm actually okay with that, too. That would be an interesting play. I'm curious if they thought about making it. Because then they'd have Caracas up later, but they also just don't have, like, tons of cards in their hand. Oh, they just got Emperor Bones. Maybe they don't have black mana. So, and drawing Pyroglyph was really nice. It's a 3/4, so currently there's instant land creature, but plussing Lily could lead to a Planeswalker going or sorcery. And they might need to minus Teferi here just to get another card in their hand, which is obviously not, yeah. I think they should have just bounced the Malcolm. They saw that Liliana. They knew what the play was. But that's not a play most people would make. Next turn, I can go Oust plus a Planeswalker, one of my 3-mana Planeswalkers, or play Pyroglyph. I mean, at some point, I do really want to get the Teferi off the board. Shield just eating... Oh, Booster Tutor delivers once more. Oh. Let's just Unholy Heed the Teferi. And then play a Narset. If they counter the Narset, they counter the Narset. Feels like they might have a counter. Leaves me very far ahead still. 2 removal spells, a card draw spell, and a DAC. And they have 3 cards in their hand. Oh, they didn't kill the Narset. All right. It's Narset. Consult versus Dig. I mean, I think Dig is just going to be a better version of that. Because their graveyard is already pretty stacked. Instant creature Planeswalker for Pyroglyph. So... And I kind of want to hit Night's Whisper next turn. Oh, Strip Mine on Savitram is pretty annoying. That does make things a bit worse. Because I have 2 red cards in hand, but I can find another red mana. Good game. What does that mean? Oh, it means that their hand wasn't very good and they didn't think they were going to win, which I think is not an unreasonable conclusion to come to. I don't know what their hand was, but certainly I didn't feel like I was losing that game. The Strip Mine made it a little closer. Oh, 4-0 start. Oh, let's keep blowing. Past all our enemies here. Bang Jace on the play. Oh, this is a really nice hand. Look at that. Perfect mana. 1, 2, 3s. This would have been a nice Lutri deck or Library of Alexandria deck, but, you know. I will go Backstreet on 1, and then I don't know what I'm tutoring for. That's the thing, is this deck doesn't... I mean, there's like Dig Through Time, Mystic Confluence, maybe Dak Faden if they like play an artifact early or something. I'm just looking for whatever provides me the most card advantage, basically. Deluge. No, I actually don't need Deluge when I have Fire Covenant in hand. I haven't minded having both, though. The cards are both very good. Swamp Chromatic Star. Okay. I really don't know what that means. I can't play Dak, actually, so I shouldn't tutor for that. I mean, DTing for Thoughtseize is just so bad. I kind of want a DT for Booster Tutor. Yeah, all right, I'm in. I could also DT for Night's Whisper, but Booster Tutor is A, very fun, and B, I just don't really know what I'm facing quite yet, so I see. Oh, and Thoughtseize there. So let's go. Let's actually pay 2 life, play Teferi, bounce the Voidwalker, draw a card. Okay, and then I have Oust for the Voidwalker, and then eventually Fire Covenant for the Voidwalker, so I'm not that worried about it. Is this another Artifact Reanimator deck? They're bobbling themselves, so they're deciding whether to crack Star, maybe a fetch land. Nice, nice. Those are good plays. So they're fetching, so now they don't know their top card. And they're still just going to play Voidwalker. But they don't have a tap land again or anything? Huh. All right, they draw. I draw. Plus Teferi. I think I just go Colonnade Go. And because I want to oust that Voidwalker later, so let's go oust on Voidwalker. I have nothing exiled, so they could sack it, but they wouldn't be able to do anything with it. And then I'm going to Thoughtseize them, thanks to Teferi. A little Teferi plus action, and then Thoughtseize you. Let's see what they got. Thieving Skydiver, Dam, and Deathrite Shaman? Wow, that's weak. Honestly, I don't even care about any of these things. And then they have a Voidwalker 2 cards down. I guess I'll just take the Deathrite, sure, and then I can Lingering Souls to block the Skydiver. I think that their odds of winning this game have to be like 10% or something at this point. I don't know. Maybe that's like a slight undersell, but it doesn't feel like it's much higher. Their hand does not look good, and they didn't even play the Skydiver. Incredible. All right, plus. Let's just boost your tutor now and see what we get. Any Ancestral Recalls? Dak Fate, another one. Mana Leak, LED, Woe Strider. Oh, Fable. Grief, Bombardiers. Fable, and they can kill the token, but I don't care about that. Another Lingering Souls. Oh, is Lingering Souls better? No, Fable seems better. Let's just get Fable and play Fable. And then that way next turn, if they want to use Dothi Voidwalker or play Dothi Voidwalker, they can't play Dam, which is nice. Cycle Miscalc? Oh, I have Teferi out. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. And Voidwalker. So they're even letting me attack? Nice. Oh, a Soul Ring for my deck? I mean, they should just play the Skydiver. They should have just played it last turn. It's not like I'm not gonna play an artifact into it. Discard up to 2 cards. I actually declined because my hand is actually ended up being really good. Fire Covenant. X equals 3. Boom, boom. 2. I mean, this is just a clinic here, and we're going to DAC the Soul Ring once I attack with the Goblin. All right, crack this, just get a red, I guess. It seems fine. DAC. Yoink. Yoink. You might as well tap it. Well, I don't have anything to do with the man anyway. All right, they came to the same conclusion. Wow, we are really crushing here. Let's rank up, and then we're 5-0. All right, let's go for the dub. All right, ooh, the Karn Mirror. Let's see how this goes. We're 5-0, huh? I'm on the play. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. The question is, how do I sequence my lands? Because if I want to get Savitron with this, but then I won't have Drain Up on 2. I think I'm just going to go Island Go. Vintage Cube's really fast. I think just having Drain Up on 2 here is gonna be good, even if I end up having a kind of awkward lead off. Yeah, so draining Magda, for example, seems fine to me. Draw, and then I have some mana here. Maybe I just Mystic Confluence and draw 3. That sounds pretty good. So here I'll get Because I don't have Godless Shrine, so I think I'll just get Blood Crypt, pay 2 life. Draw. Well, it's very satisfying. Oh yeah, this worked out pretty well. And then I can Lingering Souls next turn and Booster Tutor, or I can Mana Leak plus Booster Tutor plus Rafine's Tower. Retrofitter go. Oh. Skull Clamp. Oh, and they can't use the Retrofitter? LED? Well, they're going pretty hard over there, but so am I. Stack. Steel Retrofitter. And I think I just play Rafine's Tower. I was worried they were going to go Retrofitter. What I think they should have done, not knowing their hand, they clearly should have done is go Retrofitter, not play Skull Clamp and say go, but, you know. And now I get to discard the Lingering Souls. This is money. Discard Lingering Souls. Honestly, maybe just discard Night's Whisper. Or no, I could discard Mountain probably. Okay, play a land. It's Thought Seize. What you got? Their deck looked a lot better before I saw that exploration. I'll tell you that much. Oh my god. All right, well, let's just pass. I think. Actually, I could just linger. Let it linger. Let it linger. I don't really need to Booster Tutor right now. I still have Mana Leak up. Though I guess Mana Leak doesn't really do anything against Lion's Eye Diamond. If I had a Tundra, I could dig through time here. But I think what I'm going to do is, since I don't really need a specific thing, I'm just going to go Plains and make a servo. Draw. Okay. I'm going to steal that Skull Clamp soon here. But I figure I have another turn before I have to do that. Deluge. I'm just going to discard the Night's Whisper. I'm up so many cards here. It's incredible. Crack this. I guess I'll just get another island. Play the Raveler of Time. +1, and I mean, this game is just over. Exploration. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. You're going to hear that a lot more now that Avatar is the next set coming out. But that is indeed rough, buddy. Crucible of Worlds. Yeah. You got your Crucible. Let's Booster Tutor first. Time Twister? Oh, with this Narset? Steel Cutter. Yeah, let's just go Steel Cutter. And then I will dig, because why not? Exiling, let's see. Didn't really pay too much attention to what I was exiling, to be completely honest. Let's take Force Negation and blue card to pitch to Force Negation, I guess. Or I could have taken Spell Pierce, I suppose. Okay, Steel Cutter. Actually, let's just probe. Pay the life. Trigger Steel Cutter. What you got? Tendrils of Agony. They are cooking. Well, Tendrils is actually a really good one to know about. I'll steal your Skull Clamp, sure. Just because I don't want to get mised out by Tendrils, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's +1. And pass. I think what I'm actually going to do here... Oh, it tapped my only red? Huh. Is, oh no, I played Steel Cutter, not Thoughtseize. Of course, it tapped my red. Is I might K-command here in a second. But first, let's go Retrofitter, sack this, make a 1/1. So actually, technically, the best way to do this sequence is to stack those. So what I mean by that is you pay 1 tap sack in response before it's resolved, pay 3 to untap it. The reason that's good is in response to me untapping it, they could have dealt 1 damage to this. But if you do it the other way, you have this untapped and you can make a 4/4. It doesn't matter a lot, but I mean, that's the sort of thing that actually does make a difference. Actually, can I just kill them? Let's see, this is 6, 7, 8. So if I go Demonic Tutor, trigger that into Pyroglyph, trigger Steel Cutter, Nug you. Okay. All right, 6-0. They were cooking. All Mardu Lands Crucible Exploration Tendrils. I like the cut of their jib. All right, hopefully the last round here, playing against something Nekosar or something like that. Oh yeah, this looks great. So now I can avoid the Savai Triumph awkwardness, where I still play Savai Triumph, but I can have mana leak, so I can just play that. I could also, if I don't end up using mana leak, play the consult the star charts, but we'll see. I think I can do better with consult here. All right, they're just gonna chill. Now I play Mire. That's gonna get rid of Fiend's Tower, and I should have everything all rolled up. Their deck looks good so far. I mean, just good. A good mana base really is a lot of cube. Let's see if they did like a Meticulous Archive here or a Raugrin Triome, that would look pretty good. Or maybe just like Hallowed Fountain or Tundra would also be fine. Okay. And do they have a move? Nope. Okay. They had something I could play, but they did not. Okay, crack this. I will say that I am playing against a control deck, which does make some of the cards in my hand a little weaker. But now I've got the opportunity to maybe consult the star charts. Hole Breacher. Huh. So I could mana drain it. I could mana leak it. Let's actually mana drain it. They do have an opportunity to resolve something here, but I think using my double blue early is good. Hopefully I don't get like Mind Twisted. Duress? Oh, that's fine. I have 2 card draw spells and another counter spell. So, and I have a Pyroglyph that I can just play. It's currently a 4/5. Oh, Planeswalker. Nice. Creature land, Planeswalker, instant. It's about to be a 5/6 actually. Sorcery. I mean, the Consult seems like a card that would be, or Narset. One of those seems like the most likely, but if not one of those, maybe Mana Leak. There's an outside chance of Fire Covenant, but yeah, that didn't seem quite as much. So I kind of want to draw blue. Oh, Psychic Frog? Huh, okay. I mean, I don't know that playing Psychic Frog really made sense. Oh, what is their plan here? I have Mana Drain, man. I'm just going to Pyroglyph it. They're going to discard their entire hand, then I'll just Fire Covenant or Toxic Deluge it. And I got to Mind Twist them. All right. I'm just slamming Narset here. I have a Mana Leak that they know about. I don't really need to leave that up so badly. All right. Put 3 lands on the bottom, took a Lingering Souls. We take it. Oh, they have Swords to Plowshares? Sure. I was hoping it'd be Path to Exile, but Swords works too. All right. Feel like I'm pretty far ahead here. That exchange. Yeah, so I 2-4 them on Frog and 2-4 them on Narset. It's a good start. Baleful Strix is not really going to get the job done. They do know about the Fire Covenant. Okay, looks like the 4CC Mirror. Oh, I like Booster Tutor. Let me just do this now. See what I can get. None of those look that great. Regrowth, I can't cast. Cryptic Command, I can't cast. Cut Down, Murder's Cut. Spell Pierce isn't really that good. I might just get a land here. I could take Cryptic. I could take Fabled. It's basically like Fabled Passage or Cryptic. I don't think I want Cut Down, Virtue, Sunfall, Dress Down, Spell Pierce, Figure of Destiny. No, I don't really want any of those. Let me... You know what? I'm actually just going to take Cryptic Command. And then I'll play Lingering Souls and let them do what they will. Once I draw another blue, Cryptic's going to be great. The thing is, another land isn't really going to help me. It's not like I need the mana for anything. So just take the best card and hope that... oh, nice. No plays. Oh, Force Negation's also a pretty nice little draw. All right, now I'm going to attack. All right. Works for me. And then Lingering Souls. And I have Mana Leak up and Force Negation on their turn. They don't know about that. Do they have another Surveil to get? I would kind of be surprised. Yeah. Oh, Breeding Pool. They're just full-on Domain. The Deluge was a bad draw. Everything else has been pretty good so far. I'm probably going to end up pitching Mana Leak to Force Negation. Yep. Yep. Because at this point, Mana Leak's not really going to do anything anyways. I feel like if I let Teferi resolve, things could go very badly for me. I let it resolve, and then they just cast a sweeper, and then I can't kill Teferi, and all my cards don't do anything. Spell Pierce also looking pretty bad here. So I'm ahead because they only have one card in hand and I have 3 tokens, but not by like a ton. They have more lands than me. The thing is, though, once I draw a blue, I'm in pretty good shape. Oh, jeez, okay. Well, Spell Pierce might actually be good here. So what'd they hit? Is that a Gopher to Throat and a Night's Whisper? All right. That's actually fine. I'm going to Spell Pierce the Night's Whisper. And then I'm going to Covenant the Atali. All right. So they got their 2-for-1 back, and they killed a token while they're at it, but wasn't so all right. Well, now getting a Cryptic instead of a land did not work out well. Leovold, yeah, that's acceptable. I'm actually going to Deluge for 3 here. I don't really like it because I'll lose my tokens, but killing Leovold seems pretty important. All right. Their last card was Miscalc, so they drew Leovold. I got a 9. K command. I don't have any creatures to get back. I think I'm just going to attack them. I'm not going to K command make them discard. I can't DAC myself with Leovold in play. Draw land. Oh, Oust. Okay, Oust is actually kind of nice. Because, yes, they draw a card off Leovold, but there's no real way around that. And then I can play DAC here, assuming they don't counter this. No, they do another counter. Oh, kind of disastrous. All right. I'm just going to play DAC. Pass the turn. Okay, attack me down to 3. Okay, Mog does a little weird. Demonic Tutor, okay. I guess I will DT. And I think I'm going to get Unholy Heat. Leovold has just been a disaster for me. If they have another counter here, it's just incredibly messed up. Okay. Well, we're going to lose this one. This was a tough one to lose. I feel like things had to go pretty wrong. I guess like drawing a couple bricks instead of lands and then them playing Leovold and having a bunch of counters was really not great for me. Yeah, they had 3 counters in a row to stop all my ways to kill Leovold. Not good, not good. All right, there goes a land, and I can bounce those. They draw 2 cards. All right, well, we'll go for the next tier. That did not work out. All right. Battling against Teferi. Let's hope the wheels don't fall off here. I want to get my trophy. I'm on the play. Well, this hand also looks excellent, so how do I do this? I think I go Mire Go, and I could get Steam Vents, but I'm probably going to get... oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to get a red... I'm going to get Savai Triumph here. Savai Triumph, kind of a load-bearing Triumph in this deck. I'm just going to Unholy Heat that now because I'm going to want to, and I'll play Colonnade. I'm not that worried about needing Spell Pierce on turn 2, and this way I have Mana Drain up turn 3. The reason to main phase this is like if they just Spell Pierce or something, it's just such a disaster. All right, now I actually think we're just in great shape because they didn't have a 2-drop. Oh, no 3-drop? All right, well, let's boost your tutor first, I guess. Urza, Luris, Craterhoof, Atroxa, Flash, Bombardiers. Actually, I think I'm going to take Overlord of the Mistmoors here because I'm just going to Mana Drain into that card. I'll keep a Mana Leak. I mean, they're going to need to do something at some point. I don't even need to play DAC here. The odds that they don't draw a land or a card to play are just very low. So now we're going to see. If I draw a land, it's just so over. Because I assume I'm Mana Draining a 3-drop here. And then if I draw a land, I can play Overlord and have Spell Pierce up. Okay. Let's cast this guy. I guess I actually technically should have played that first in case of Force of Will, but that seems pretty unlikely. Booster Tutor as my win condition worked out beautifully. I never really was short a win condition. It's not really how it played out. If they have Swords or Path, I can't Spell Pierce it, but I can stop like most any other removal spell that costs more mana. Oh. Oh, they upkeep pathed it? Now they're getting mana leaked. That wasn't a good play at all. Nah, that's rough, buddy. I mean, I think I was still going to win even if they played it otherwise, but now, I mean, I don't really see how this works out well for them. Land. I'm going to play Dak. And I'm going to Dak myself, though I really don't think I'm discarding anything or discarding the Spell Pierce. No, I should still keep Spell Pierce probably, right? Yeah. It is unfortunate that Dak saw the 2 good card draw spells, but I mean, what am I complaining about? I've overloaded 4 tokens out. They're stuck on lands. This way they just can't cast like Balance or something ridiculous like that. Not that this deck looks like a deck that would have Balance in it. All right, there we go. The clean sweep-ish 7-1. We'll take the trophy. Got up to platinum, and this was great. This is just vintage cube. I will say, as we rank up, I expect the quality of play to get a bit better because, some of those games and some of those decks were a little speculative, I will say. But look at this deck. It's ways to win the game were Pyrogoyf, Lingering Souls, and Booster Tutor. Oh, and Snapcaster. Where did you go? Oh, no, I Booster Tutored into Snapcaster. I didn't have... I tricked my brain into thinking I had Snapcaster when I just didn't. Yeah, I had 3 ways that could win the game. Technically, Kolaghan's Command can deal damage, but really it was just these 3. Oh, no, I could Dak an artifact creature, so technically that. But really it was Booster Tutor, Lingering Souls, and Pyrogoyf with tons of removal. Oust, Unholy Heat, Deluge, and Fire Covenant, K-Command, the Pyrogoyf. Bunch of counters, Mystic Confluence, Force Negation, Mana Leak, Mana Drain, Spell Pierce, bunch of card draw, some Planeswalkers. Good fixing. What did I have? 3 fetches and a Prismatic Vista, so 4 fetches. Excuse me. Oh, and a Colonnade. All right, well, that's all it took. So, there concludes this power draft. Hope you enjoyed this. I've been having a lot of fun. You'll see some of these. I'll do some team drafts this week, don't you worry. But this cube on my phone, what a new world. I am going to be doing some more intro to cube content just for a lot of new folks who have maybe not found their way into cube before, and I'll be mentioning this in the other videos. So for now, you can definitely look at tcgplayer.com. I put a great intro primer to Arena Cube on there, but I will do probably a top 50 video of the Arena Cube as well. So that'll do it for today. A lot of good stuff in the future. Cube is the future of Magic. I've been saying that for years. Really, I think it's just the best way to play Magic, and I'm so happy that more people are going to get to experience it now because that's just really awesome. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Some more Cube. See you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.